Round two of the NHL playoffs starts today. We have the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Me, Perlo, and JD are here to break it down for you. Let's do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Exotic Wagers, and this is another episode of the Forecheck podcast where we get you best bets, insight, and trends for your NHL playoffs. We have one game today. We got some good games tomorrow, but how we coming in off of your guys' Friday nights?
Friday night. Well, look, Drake. For me, it was good. My condolences to you. Your Utah Mammoth get knocked out. Great series for them. I was cheering for the other side, but yeah, watched some great hockey yesterday, and then went out and listened to some live music for a couple hours after the Utah Vegas game. Got myself energized. Went to bed, and here I am.
It's good to hear, Perlo. How was your Friday? Oh, you're on mute there, buddy.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it went pretty good. I I did pretty well. I was up and down, a little bit up and down, but I ended up green, so that's all that really matters. But Vegas, yeah, they looked good yesterday, man. They look really good. That's I, it's going to be interesting series against Anaheim. I have my lean towards that. But I found a new bet that I'm going to use more often, and I used it yesterday. We talked about it earlier. The no team or both teams to score one or score in the first period. No, I'm going to use that for unders probably in this next series a few times, and under 6.5. I'm going to use that probably in this series a few times. I like that better than the underplay. Then if you have something that happened like yesterday where Buffalo scores two, and I didn't think I had Boston team total under 3.5 as my favorite play, and under 2.5 split. So I'll be doing that probably a little in this series we're going to talk about today too.
Yeah. Even though I think both of these two teams that we're going to talk about today tend to be lower scoring teams, or at least defensively wise. I think they could be gritty, good games. I hopefully they're not sleepy games, but we'll see. I was just telling JD before the stream, I feel like this game is going to be a lot of the Vegas Utah series where these teams are going to be grinding it out, and Philly's going to give them a run for their money, but Carolina may come on top on each one of those. So we'll see how it goes, but I think Philadelphia's got a fighting chance at it for sure. Just by the way, Vladar's been playing awesome. It's really going to see, and I think, I guess we can talk about it now and we can kind of get into it since we're already talking to it.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the, oh, I got the wrong side showing. Stand by. And for you vertical viewers, I gotta get Instagram started. All right. But yeah, we got Philadelphia Flyers on the road plus 181, Carolina Hurricanes. I believe the line is moved a little more, but it's showing minus 208. I got Carolina's been off for a little while here. Philadelphia just finished up their series not too long ago. I guess we can kind of just talk a little bit about the series real quick, and then we can get into the game. Let's start off with Perlo. How you feeling about this series, and what do you like in this one?
I bet Carolina sweep in Carolina in five. I'll cover that with -1.5. Yep, I guess it was -140. I guess you can get -135s, but I got a -140 if it happens to go six. I just don't see. Carolina does. Carolina does everything Philly does, but way better. Um, and Philly playing a 1-3-1 against them is, I think, is going to be pretty tough for them to score goals in the series. Um, yeah, that they are not able to adjust to a more aggressive style, and I haven't seen that they've been able to do that. Even in like they basically play the same system constantly. They don't have a layered system really at all yet. Maybe they will. Talk it probably. He's working with young players, so one thing at a time. Uh, so I think the Philly's going to get dummied in this series. That's pretty much what I got.
JD?
Well, the only counter would be is that they played each other 4 times this year. Every game went past regulation. I mean, so it's not like Philly hasn't seen what Carolina has done. But to Dre, to your point, uh, close games, but as I said, all four went past regulation. The Canes won three of them. So I think I think that that's pretty much what we're going to see. That Carolina is going to be like one goal better than Philly. Um, so yeah, I'm with Perlo in that I love the Carolina -1.5. I played Carolina in five and in six. I do think I think, and I played the Flyers to win game one, and then Carolina to win games 2 through 5 at 16-1. I think Saturday's the Flyers' best chance to beat Carolina, with Carolina not having played since last Saturday. So I I jumped on the Flyers for a goal in the first period. I know they didn't score in round one in the first period, but I just think the first period is Philly's chance to kind of make some hay in this game. I didn't play them to win the game because I just figured it was a better price for me to go Carolina or Philly to win game one and Carolina to win in five. So that's kind of the way I'm approaching it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think Philly's first best chance is winning game one. Although I am on Carolina in game one. What I did was I took. Well, actually, let me just talk about the series first. Um, Back what I had just mentioned, I feel like it's going to be a gritty game. I did look at that series, uh, this season's record, and saw all of those overtimes and agreed with the same thing. I feel like it's going to be a gritty game, and Carolina's just going to come out on top. They're going to be able to, you know, grind out the game more and eventually wear down Vladar. And I mean, Vladar's been solid, so I think
Yeah.
he can eat a lot of puck in this series. Philadelphia has been a pretty good shot suppression team, but Carolina has been as well. So I feel like Carolina is going to end up getting the shots off, and the more attempts and the more high danger chances. And in that first series, that first line really didn't even do a whole lot. So it's like when that line comes a lot, it's definitely going to be. Is that second line going to cool down, or are they going to be right there with it? And if that happens, like it's pretty much lights out or over for Philadelphia. So, I mean, Svechnikov had so many chances in that series and so many shots on goal. Like at some point, he's going to score and it's going to break. So,
Well, yeah. I
at
mean, to
least
your
that
point,
line.
Dre, he and Stakehoven were tied with 18 shots on goal for the team lead in round one.
Yeah,
Stakehoven had obviously a far better shooting percentage.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm with you because I grabbed Fetch to lead the series in both shots on goal, and I bet both him and Stankoven uh, to lead the series in goals as well.
yeah. And I think if you're looking for like another prop, I didn't bet it. I don't tend to see bet series props, but like Taylor Hall has 4 points in the last 5 games, or a point in 4 of the last 5 versus Philly. He leads the team
Yeah.
with 7 points in the playoffs. So I think that would
Yeah,
be a good look to have him lead the points
I
in this next
I
series.
grabbed him at 35-1 to
Yeah,
lead the series in
I
points.
I took Stankoven to get a point in every game in the series at plus 1,700,
that's good too.
and I think it's only gonna
I can
go
get behind
4,
that one.
and the reason why I say that is, with that when you look at the games that they played in the regular season, I try not to put too much stock in regular season. It was regular season Anderson and Bussy was struggling. They did shot suppress Philadelphia pretty good, but they happened to pot a couple. Also, it's the regular season. They're not going full bore as much as they would quite often. It's, different spots where you're playing and coming off of planes and stuff like that. Completely focused Carolina team on this one team in Philadelphia. I made the mistake with Ottawa. I'm not making it with Philadelphia. You give Brindamore one chalk and X's and O's on one team in a 7 game series and this Carolina team being fresh, they first time that they've actually sat players in the regular season and gave them a break. And also, I think they have a huge advantage in conditioning against other teams with the condensed schedule the way they are. These guys are machines, man. And
A huge advantage in
I just
conditioning. What do you
I think
what do you mean by that?
yeah, I think
What is
Carolina players are some of them are the most well conditioned athletes in the NHL. To be able to play that man on man system for an 82 game schedule and be able to crush like they do, it's absolutely amazing. And I think they've actually had some rest here. They showed me in Ottawa that there's no lag right now, and Philadelphia's got a lot of young players. As the first just getting used to playing in an 82 game schedule or in the NHL in general. And I think that Carolina can adapt a lot more than Philadelphia can to whatever Philadelphia is going to bring to them. Philadelphia was the lowest shots producing team, second lowest shot producing team in the NHL, going up against the the best shot suppression team. So even if Anderson is a little bit shaky, I bet you they don't get 15 shots in many of these games. 15 shots or maybe about 15 shots in many of these games if Carolina's playing with full. Maybe they have a lag in one game and they lose one, but I think they're going to dummy Philadelphia for those reasons.
And
the
and
Flyers, by the way, only have 3 rookies in the line, right?
They're still fairly young. Zegers' first time in the playoffs. Yeah, Tippett hasn't. I don't. Has Tippett played? Did Tippett play in Florida in the playoffs? Maybe once. There's a lot. They have a lot of young players that haven't been
Well,
here before.
I think that's more applicable
Carolina's
in
built
round
their
one
own
than now. They've already got a taste of playoffs. I would. I mean,
already.
I hear what you're
Yeah, they
saying,
got a
but
little bit.
they now have
Even more
playoff.
reason. Yeah, I think it's a Pittsburgh team that honestly, like, I don't put too much stock in that. That is a
No, I
that
agree. I
you're
mean,
you're
that
going up
this is a
you're
huge
going up
step up.
against a way better team that's gonna with the system that can.
100%.
I don't think they're gonna have any answers for it. I think Ottawa is a better team than Philadelphia. I would have taken
Yeah,
Ottawa to beat
But
Philadelphia.
Carolina Perlo doesn't play any different, regular season or playoffs. It's the same style.
True.
Like in
Yeah,
Philly's seen it 4 times.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. I just
But
don't. If it's played to with ultimate pace, it's like you've seen with Ottawa. It's extremely tough to beat. I gave Ottawa too much credit against Carolina. For them to do what they did against Ottawa, then they do that against Philadelphia. I see no reason why they can't sweep them.
yeah,
okay, well, I think we've kind of voiced on where we sit at the series. Let's go ahead and get into game one. Philadelphia is on the road plus 181. Carolina at home minus 208. I think it's went a little further south than that. I want to say it's like right around one minus 220 ish. Most books. But over under is set at 5.5. Both of these goalies have been solid. Um, you're going to have the Carolina sitting since last Saturday, Philly just coming off of their series. I think Philly's gonna still have some legs. You may have Carolina starting off a little flat. I think the books are kind of expecting that too. I was just talking to Perlo pre-show and saying that, Vladar saves last night was minus 130 at 26.5. I woke up this morning, it's minus 125. So looks like that line's going. I expected the line to go the other way, but maybe some other people are expecting the Carolina to come out a little flat too. Who knows? But for me in this game, I think Philadelphia's. We were also just talking about this pregame about Philadelphia's best shot at winning a game is probably this one, but I am on Carolina. I think what I did was I took Stankoven 2+ shots and parlayed it with Carolina's money line. It's like a minus 115. I'm playing that. I still like Vladar's saves. I think Vladar's been solid. He may not give up a lot of goals, but he's going to eat a lot of puck. So even though Philadelphia's been a high suppression team, I think Carolina's going to find a way to get the puck to the net and get over that 26.5. Um, Taylor Hall, 1+ points, is minus 102 on FanDuel. He's had 4 points in the last 5 games versus or at least a point in 4 of the last 5 games versus Philadelphia. That line was very productive in the very first series. Like I said, Hall leads the playoffs with the team with 7 points. And then the other two are his two line mates, with Stankoven having 5 and Blake having 4. Everybody else has 3 or less. And those are the only. Oh, and then I also like the first period under. I got that at minus 115 on Caesars. Um, I just think it's going to be an under. Vladar's been good enough. I was also looking at maybe taking, like Philly under, but I think one of these teams is going to score. I don't think they both are. I think it'll be a grindy game. I do like the under in the game. I could see Carolina winning this 3-1. I think if Philly wins, that total might get out of hand because you're going to get some early goalie pulls, and I could see Carolina coming back or at least tying it up and taking it to OT. I mean, why not? The four of the other ones of the season went there. So maybe that happens as well, and that's why I didn't want to play in regulation. JD, how do you feel about this one?
I mean, I echo a lot of your thoughts. I'm staying away from a side in this one. I did the Perlo special, no goals first 5 and under 6.5 at minus 103. Uh, I did jump on the Flyers. First goal, first period. Uh, Flyers first period goal and Flyers first period money line. All very small plays. But the big play would be the no goals first 5, the Vladar saves, and then I did a parlay with Svechnikov and Stankoven, each for 3 shots at plus 184.
I like that. Perlo.
As much as I would like to take credit for that as a Perlo special, that's an Andy Francis special. I got that from Andy Francis. I don't know if you
Perlo,
know her.
take credit. You don't just take credit for it.
I got that. Andy
What?
Francis is the no goals first 5 under 6.5. I watch him and I took it from him. Uh, I like it though. I do like that under. This is one where I'm not going to go with the no goals, both teams not to score in the first, uh, because, like you mentioned, that Carolina could be a little flat coming out. Philadelphia, I think if you're gonna take him, you take him in the first period here to get a goal in the first period. But I do like it to. I doubt they do that early. I think they'll both of them will be feeling kind of quote quote feeling each other out. Jaime's body limit's the best way I said it. Yeah. So no goals first 5 under 6.5. I like. I think Carolina wins. I kind of like that Stankoven over 1.5 shots. I never thought about that. That's not a bad idea. And Carolina money line. Maybe Carolina money line under 6.5 if you want to go that way. Lots of things like that. Like I said, I plan on taking them for a sweep in 5. So if Philly has a chance, this could probably be it. I think they are going to play extremely hard, but if they do play extremely hard, they're both going to be playing tight, which we're playing hard, so it could be a little more neutral zone, which kind of puts me the Vladar saves thing, but I just can't get away from it. Carolina just always seems to get shots on that. And like we said, we were talking about, like I talked a lot about how Ottawa kept them to 19 shots in the regular season. Well, that didn't happen now, did it? That didn't translate into the playoffs really at all. So I think that sort of will happen here. I'm not going to put as much on it as I normally would, but actually on it as I normally would, but I still like Carolina to get over saves here. And if it's going to be tight, maybe we get a draw here, and then we really for sure he's going to get over his saves.
Yeah,
If it
Vladar
is
hasn't
really,
had less than 30 saves in 4 of the last 5 games, versus
yeah,
Carolina. He had 24 in
yeah.
that last one, but the 4 before that was 30, north of 30.
Even
So,
Pittsburgh, who's not a high shot volume team, was getting in when they were after the third game, they were getting lots of shots on
yeah, when
Vladar,
I did
which
look at that series too because I wanted to see how they fared against, Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh, like you said, in the later games were able to find a way to get shots off. I think a lot of
yeah.
that too is probably from them playing from behind as they were a lot in the series in the season. But yeah, I mean, I think those I think I'm gonna probably end up just on those 3 or 4 bets here. And tomorrow should be an exciting game for betting. We'll be back here on tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, just like we were today. Um,
I just want to add one
Go
thing,
ahead.
Dre. I stayed off goal props in this game one. I'm because I believe we're going to get a lower scoring game, and I just don't think that I think there are better plays than goal props today. And you may you may hit. And do you want to talk about any series props?
Yeah, we can talk about
I
that.
said Stankoven for a point for every one. But what you got? Any ones we didn't talk about, JD?
I mean, I did. I got a bunch. I got the Cheesecake Factory menu here for this one. I did my. I did
That's the
my
Perlo
biggest play was
special.
Canes.
That's the new
Canes
Perlo
minus one and a
special.
half. Yeah, Burlow special. Um, I did Canes minus 1.5. Was a 2 unit play. I did Canes in 5 and Canes in 6 were quarter unit plays. I did a very small play on the Flyers in 6 at plus 850. Um, I've got Flyers to win game 1 and then Canes to win in 5 at 16 to 1. Um, I did Svechnikov to lead the series in goals at plus 950. Stankoven to lead in goals at 10 to 1. Svechnikov to lead the series in shots at plus 650. And then I took both Aho and Hall to lead the series in points. Aho at plus 360 and Hall at 35 to 1. Aho averages a point a game in his career against the Flyers. So I just thought it's not, 360 is not my favorite price, but um, I just thought why not with his history.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling this is
Well,
gonna
I
be
got
a
the team
Go ahead.
total under at minus 135 last night for Philadelphia here too. But I think I don't
Under
know
what?
if you can under 2.5 minus
Okay.
135. So I don't know if you can still get that. I imagine you can't. I figured the juice would come in on it, so I took it last night.
Let's see.
Was it chat Toby Lane? I think he says we're underestimating the Philadelphia Flyers. Anderson sucks. Maybe he played well against Ottawa, and if I'm right, and Philadelphia is going to get 20 shots or less every game, I think Carolina can still handle them.
It's
So
interesting. Freddie Anderson's got the largest save percentage increase from regular season to playoffs in the salary cap era, like
there
through
you go.
round like after his round one numbers.
Uh,
Hmm.
Um,
yeah, he's
yeah,
been yeah, totally different Freddie for sure. I mean, and you saw that kind of going into the playoffs as well. So, I mean, but then again, too, when you have that type of defense playing in front of you and you're only taking on 15 shots a game,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just
yeah,
gotta hone in on those 15 and you're good, you know.
yeah. I mean, if
I did like,
Philadelphia can find a way to get 25-26, then yeah, they'll probably win in one game. They might,
yeah.
but I have a
The
hard
only
time
thing I
seeing it.
had looked at for the series was Hall 1+ or Hall to lead the series in points. And then pre-game, or pre-show, I was telling JD and Perlo, I was looking at the under 5.5 games in the series, but betting the 4-1 and the 4-2, I think is. I mean, you can also sprinkle on the sweep, but I think at some point maybe Philly edges out one of these. But taking the 4-2 and the 4-1, the 4-1 was like at +3 or 3-1, somewhere in that neighborhood. And same thing on the 4-2. So probably better than taking the under 5.5. But I think, this is under 5.5, and it's probably a gentleman's sweep, in my opinion. But yeah, thank you all 45 of you guys for tuning in across all four platforms: YouTube, X, Instagram, and Twitch. We will be back on this channel tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, to cover the Sunday games. You can find me on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Twitter at Exotic Wagers with the Z. You can also find the link to the Legacy Sports Discord and get all of my official plays for free in any of my bios. Perlo, tell them where they can find you over on Winnable.
Yeah, Perlo's NHL POWs. Go to the top of the profile, my profile, and it's my winnable is pinned there. You can get in for a full calendar year with Jaime's 12 for $150. And that's for lifetime. And you can get the rest of the playoffs too. There's lots of packages there. We're hitting well again, especially swag. Oh my gosh, I'm doing pretty good in hockey, but swag is just crushing baseball. So go check him out. He should be doing videos soon too. That'll be fun. Yeah. So and make sure you're watching JD's stuff, man. JD's got some killer stuff on Sirius Radio. I like and Vison. Tell them all about it.
Yeah, thank you. So let's see. This weekend, doing VSiN at I think it's 9:30 p.m. Pacific on Sunday. Columns out every day, usually by 10 a.m. Pacific during playoff time. And let's see, NHL Network Radio on Monday at noon Eastern, and then hosting Ice Cap on which is the post game show on NHL Network Radio Wednesday and Thursday after the last game.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you guys all for tuning in. Enjoy your Saturday. Hopefully, you guys cash in all your bets, whatever sport you're playing. But we will catch you again tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, right back here on Exotic Wagers. Have a good day, everybody. See ya. Peace.